because the bad guys are going to have more than 10 rounds. So I asked, if the bad guys are going to have more than 10 rounds, and the police are going to have more than 10 rounds, why is it the law-abiding citizen trying to protect their family has to have less than 10 rounds? It makes no sense. The United States Supreme Court has said that if something is pervasive, common, lawful use, like a 20 or a 30 round magazine, that it is legal. So this attempt to put us below a 10 round magazine is going to be illegal, because when they sell these firearms, they sell them, the common use is the 20 or 30 round regular capacity magazine. There are things that can be done. Number one, address the mental health issue. The same progressive thought that said in the 1980s that we have to take people out of mental health centers and dump them into the streets because it was somehow more restrictive for them to keep them safe from harming themselves and others, is the same thought that's trying to push these bills to take away your Second Amendment rights. When they put the people out of the mental health centers into the streets, the promise was that they would go and have services available. That promise was never kept. The people now end up in jail, no services for their mental health. They go to an emergency room, you get 48 hours of medication, and you're put back on the street. If you want to address the problem of people who have mental health problems going and commit crimes, then do something about the mental health problem. Don't come to the law-abiding citizens and say you're responsible for the actions of those who our progressive ideas put into the position in the first place. The Baltimore City Police Chief used to talk about bad guys with guns. Well, look what New York did to the bad guys with guns. They said, you're not going to get any parole or probation. You're not going to get those diminution credits. When you go out and you commit a crime, we're going to keep you in jail. And isn't that the easiest way to take care of those who are causing problems with the misuse of a firearm? Keep them in jail. But they won't do that. They want to define an assault weapon not based upon its performance characteristics, but by aesthetics. People who know nothing about firearms should say nothing about firearms. The threat to your liberties is here, and it is real. I want to thank you all for gathering for our Constitution, which is being assailed. There is no executive. Over there, the governor's house. There is no legislature back here or that meets in there. And there is no judiciary that can do anything to change what the Second Amendment says. The Second Amendment comes from nature, and nature's God. The Constitution merely protects that from government interfering. And it is interfering with these bills. So I thank you all for coming out here. I thank you standing up for our Constitution.
Jacobs. I just bought a new gun. I didn't do too bad with it, did I?
10 round magazine.
That's right. I'll get better. That was just the first time I shot it. I'm on the Senate Judicial Proceedings Committee. I will be the one smiling at you and giving you a thumbs up and nodding my head. We cannot let this bill go through. Maryland's supposed to be the free state. If this bill passes, Maryland will no longer be the free state. We're going to have to put a nail in the coffin of Maryland being the free state if this passes. We are here for you. We're going to do everything within our power. We got to kill this bill. Thank you all for coming out. We really appreciate it. I think there might be a few more people here than the media anticipated. You guys are the best.
I wanted to take a good look around at a fine, fine group of American patriots. Thank you so much for being here. A few moments ago, I was talking to a few reporters down here in the well of this memorial, and something happened that was a moment I just want to tell you about on this birthday of the 40th President of the United States.
Yeah!
And it was an American bald eagle flew overhead.
Yeah!
I don't know about you, but I believe that there was divine intervention at the founding of this great nation.
Amen.
And that was a sign to us, I believe, that we're doing the right thing, we're on the right track, and protecting freedom.
Yeah!
See, let me tell you something that the founders knew when they put together and struggled to craft that Constitution. They didn't put a Second Amendment in it to give us a right. That Second Amendment is not there to give us a right. It doesn't give us a right. What it does is it precludes the government from taking away a right we ever had. We always had. Now I'm going to share with you a quote from the 40th President of the United States because I think it's particularly poignant for us today. And it says this, quote, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same." That's why we're here today. That's why we're going to fight this incursion into our constitutional liberties. And that's why these legislators are on your side. God bless you, and long God bless the United States of America. We've got some great legislators here, and I have the honor of introducing one from the Eastern Shore. She's the daughter of the Eastern Shore. She's the House Minority Whip, and she's a fine legislator, Delegate Jeannie Hadaway-Riccio. Welcome her.
Acknowledge some additional legislators that have joined us. We have Delegate Schultz, Delegate Reedy, and Delegate McDonough. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge you. This is an incredible crowd, and I know that it takes a lot of time and effort to come out here, but I know why you're here, because this is an important issue to you, and it's an important issue to us as well. Now, I represent the Eastern Shore, but I care about our entire state and our entire country. And I have a message for the governor. As law-abiding citizens, as Marylanders, and as Americans, we should not be asked to give up our Second Amendment rights.
Yeah!
And I vow to fight with you until the bitter end to protect that right and every other right that has been afforded to us in a Constitution, our Constitution, the American Constitution. Thank you all for being here. I want to be brief because there's a lot of other people that want to speak, but it's wonderful to see this great crowd, and I look forward to working with you to protect our rights. Thank you.
Bottom line is the vast majority of people in this state who lawfully own firearms never commit crime with firearms.
Thank you.
So leave us the hell alone. I'm extremely close to law enforcement. I've been honored by the Maryland State FOP on a number of occasions as Legislator of the Year because I deeply appreciate the risks and sacrifices of Maryland's law enforcement personnel. County, state, municipal, bi-county, whomever. Now be ready for this. I just got off the phone with the president of the Maryland State FOP, that is the Mother Lodge, representing over 22,000 active and retired law enforcement officers in this state. They are submitting a letter of opposition to the gun bill. So once again, let's step back, study this thing. Once again, God bless us, God bless all of you, and God bless the Second Amendment. Thank you.